Let's go to the timeline of the last few months. Let's start in December 2024. December last year, this 20-something guy allegedly gunned down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, Midtown Manhattan. The killer's manifesto raged against the healthcare industry, and left-wing voices treated him like some heroic Robin Hood. According to a disturbing Emerson College poll among people between 18 and 29 years old, 41% said killing the healthcare CEO was either acceptable or somewhat acceptable. 41%. On January 27th, by the way, would we say he was a socialist or an anarchist? January 27th, let's go here. January 27th, 2025, a man carrying a Molotov cocktail or two was arrested near the U.S. Capitol, allegedly saying he planned to kill Trump-appointed Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, Defense Secretary Hegseth, and House Speaker Mike Johnson. Then we have, in February, we have the Tesla takedown. These are attacks on the vehicles and the dealerships all across, and it all started picking up traction. In March, a self-described queer scientist was arrested for allegedly firebombing the New Mexico Republican Party headquarters in Albuquerque. Graffiti that read "ICE equals KKK" was found on the outside of the burned building. Then we go to April 2025. We go to Pennsylvania. The governor there, Josh Shapiro, his official residence was firebombed on Passover night. The suspect allegedly set the governor's mansion on fire because of what Shapiro, who is Jewish, quote, wants to do to the Palestinian people, end quote. In May, it was the murder of two young Israeli embassy staffers who were gunned down outside the Capitol of the Jewish Museum there in Washington, D.C. The alleged killer is a 31-year-old man who allegedly shouted, "Free, free Palestine." And while being arrested, he told police he did it for Gaza. The suspect used to be a part of the Party for Socialism and Liberation, but the group claims we haven't seen him since 2017. Then we go to June. An illegal immigrant in, where is that? Here it is. An illegal immigrant from Egypt allegedly firebombed a peaceful Jewish protest in Boulder, Colorado. 8 victims were hospitalized. One of them was an 82-year-old woman. She survived the Holocaust but died of her injuries weeks later in this incident. Also in June, a pro-Palestinian activist was arrested for allegedly torching 11 vehicles in New York. June was also the month when the mobs of anti-ICE rioters unleashed their fury on the streets of Los Angeles. They smashed law enforcement vehicles with rocks, threw rocks at policemen, just keeping things mostly peaceful. Naturally, the U.S. House Democrats unanimously voted against condemning those riots in L.A. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said, quote, "We will not be lectured by extreme MAGA Republicans about questions of law and order." Then in July 7th, man shoots some officers. Rioters tried to burn down another ICE facility, assaulting police officers until the riots were broken up with tear gas and arrests. Graffiti on the side outside of the facility reads, "Kill your masters." Socialist, anarchist, Islamist. Finally, July 7th, a Michigan man opened fire on a border facility in McAllen, Texas. 2 police officers and an agent were wounded and hospitalized. U.S. Border Patrol agents returned fire, killing the subject. Sorry, said last one. It's this one, July 11th. We have more anti-ICE chaos. It erupted during a raid on a cannabis farm in Ventura, California. Activists again assaulted ICE officers and vehicles, with one protester appearing to fire shots at federal agents. All of this since December. I know that may seem like a long, long time ago, but it wasn't. We're talking the last 8 months. Murder, attempted murder, arson, vandalism, total chaos, terrorism. This is the very definition of terrorism. Socialists, anarchists, and Islamists will work together to destabilize Israel and Europe. It will spread to America, and their plan is to collapse the Western world. Wow. Seems right.
Welcome back to FTL, exposing the radical left's lies daily. Smash that subscribe button and join the fight to make America great again. Today, we're tackling a New York Post piece. Studies claiming most political violence is right-wing are transparently bogus. The ADL's 2024 Murder and Extremism Report claims 13 murders, all right-wing, across 11 incidents. Fact-checked, it's a sham. Only 3 were clearly ideological, like anti-government rants. The other 10, non-political gang killings, family disputes, or prison escapes, labeled right-wing just for tattoos or loose ties to white supremacists. Meanwhile, the ADL ignores left-wing attacks like Luigi Mangioni's anti-capitalist murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. That's as left-wing as it gets, but it's not in their tally. Why? Cato Institute data shows left-wing violence at approximately 10 to 15% of extremist attacks and around 22% of 79 murders since 2020. Yet, the ADL claims 0 left-wing murders for 3 years. Now, the left-wing violence they forget from 2021 to 2024. In 2021, David Jacobinus attacked GOP candidate Lee Zeldin with a syringe, ranting about wealth inequality. ADL silent. In 2022, Nicholas Roski plotted to kill Justice Kavanaugh over Roe v. Wade and gun control. With a leftist manifesto, ADL called it not ideological enough. Jane's Revenge firebombed 100-plus pro-life centers and churches post-Roe. FBI labeled it terrorism, but ADL barely noticed. Portland Antifa assaulted conservatives like Andy Ngo yearly, with 20 clashes, including Molotovs at cops. ADL ignores it. In 2023, Atlanta Cop City eco-terrorists firebombed sites and shot at police. 20 arsons, 1 dead, but no ADL mention. Pro-Hamas campus riots from 2021 to 2024 saw far-left groups like Students for Justice in Palestine assault Jewish students and vandalize universities. ADL tracked 10,000-plus anti-Semitic incidents, but dodged calling it left-wing extremism. Ryan Ralph's 2024 attempt to snipe Trump at his Florida golf course, fueled by anti-MAGA hate and ActBlue donations, was charged as attempted assassination. ADL pretends it didn't happen. A 2023 NYC beating of a Trump supporter by pro-Palestine radicals? Unlisted. And on July 13, 2024, Thomas Matthew Crooks unleashed hell at Trump's Butler, Pennsylvania rally, attempting to assassinate President Trump and tragically killing Corey Comparatori, a brave Trump supporter and firefighter who shielded his family. Crooks donated to ActBlue and was poisoned by the left's nonstop Trump derangement. Yet the ADL buries this anti-MAGA atrocity. Plus, in 2024, eco-radicals torched a Tesla dealership in Portland, protesting Elon Musk's fascism. Pure left-wing sabotage, ignored by the ADL. And Charlie Kirk's socialist-driven murder, not a peep from the ADL. They cherry-picked to demonize MAGA, while giving Antifa, Jane's Revenge, and campus radicals a pass. Their data is propaganda to silence patriots and paint Trump as the threat, when the real danger is the unhinged left, fueled by Democrat lies about MAGA extremists. Trump is our firewall. Defund the ADL, lock up Antifa, and restore law and order. No more two-tier justice. Drop a comment. Is the ADL the most biased org out there? Like if you're pro-MAGA. Share to wake up normies, and subscribe for more truth. God bless America. Let's make America great again.